When I lost my dad, the silence was deafening. My brain was screaming for anything to fill the void, and I was about to trade the sharp pain of loss for the dull ache of addiction. This isn't just my story. It's how the grieving brain, in a desperate search for relief, can steer us down a dangerous path. That hollowed-out feeling after a loss isn't just sadness. It's a fundamental disruption of who you are. Intense grief literally alters your brain, sending its reward system haywire. Neuroimaging studies show that for people with complicated grief, reminders of a lost loved one can activate the nucleus accumbens, a key part of the brain's reward center. This is the same area that plays a major role in addiction. It suggests the brain begins to crave the feeling it got from that person's presence, almost like a drug. This creates a dangerous vulnerability. Research shows a clear link. People dealing with intense grief are at a much higher risk for developing a substance use disorder, and those with substance use disorders often have histories of major loss. This spiral often begins with coping strategies that feel like a fix, but are actually traps. For me, it was wishful thinking and social withdrawal. These strategies, along with self-blame and avoiding your emotions, are all forms of disengagement. You're not processing the pain, you're trying to outrun it. Substances can feel like the perfect fuel for that escape. They offer temporary numbness, a false sense of relief from that crushing weight. But that numbness is just borrowed time. Suppressing grief doesn't make it go away. When the substance wears off, the grief often comes roaring back with even more force, making the risk of relapse incredibly high. The good news is you don't have to stay stuck. Healing is possible, and it starts by trading avoidance for engagement. It means allowing yourself to feel the pain in a safe way instead of numbing it. A powerful first step is acknowledging your feelings without judgment. Practices like mindfulness can teach you to observe emotions like anger and sadness as they come and go, learning to survive them without needing an escape. Another key strategy is cognitive restructuring, which helps you challenge and reframe unhelpful thoughts of self-blame or hopelessness. But maybe the most important is seeking social support. Grief thrives in isolation, but connection is the antidote. Reaching out to friends, family, or support group breaks that isolation and reminds you that you belong. The link between grief and addiction is powerful, but it isn't a life sentence. The path you end on is determined by how you choose to deal with the pain. Healing isn't about forgetting. It's about learning how to move forward with the memory of what you've lost. If you or someone you know is struggling, please know you are not alone. We'll link resources in the description below. And if this resonated with you, consider sharing your experience in the comments. Your story could be the hope that someone else needs to see today. Thanks for watching.